The preservation backlog is a big issue facing current digital archivists. There's a common misconception that all things digital can be very easily preserved instantly by just saving them to a storage system. This is not the case. The vast majority of an archivist's time actually consists of appraisal, which is choosing, understanding, and categorizing all of the digital information that they want to be preserved. But all the while, new digital material is being produced. Combine this with how expensive large storage software used to be and its difficulty to manage in large quantities, and this led to something digital archivists have coined the preservation backlog, where all of this digital material is being left in an unsecured state while digital archivists are having to try and prioritize information that may be the most valuable, the oldest, or the rarest. This obviously leads to material that could have value in the future falling by the wayside and not being preserved. It also means there ends up being a cultural bias as to what is preserved and what isn't. So with the amount of digital material being produced ever increasing, how can modern solutions be used to tackle this issue? Currently, we're at the point where we now have the software capabilities to make some real headway with this issue. However, the way we view the appraisal process is still like we did in the early noughties. The capabilities that new storage technologies have opened up means we can store vastly more information for much cheaper, and it's much more easily navigable. If used effectively, this could remove the stress of the preservation backlog and allow archivists to focus on the all-important intellectual control over the information available, rather than having to focus on trying to prioritize certain materials. If we could guarantee the security of all of the material pre-appraisal and pre-ingest, this would allow the future value of a much broader range of materials to be preserved, allowing archivists to appraise whenever they are able in a routine, cyclical manner without the worry of precious data being lost as they do so. This would consequently create a much broader, more diverse digital record available for future generations. However, this is where the current software available for digital archivists falls short. There are so many tools out there that archivists have to compile and master, and sometimes even having to create their own. And yet, none of them seem to focus on this issue. At Curate, we've tried to compile all of these softwares into one, as well as provide a safe storage space for material pre-appraisal. We've also provided tools to try and streamline the appraisal process, and we think we're actually the first software to do this all in one. We hope by providing better tools for digital archivists that this issue can be resolved and make archivists' lives easier in the process. Because the technology is out there. It's just to make this possible, we need to redesign and rethink the way that we're currently doing things. If you'd like to read more about this is the focus of our latest blog post, so I'll put the URL in the caption.